God's a burning bush? Right. God isn't a burning bush, Aaron. That's just the way he got my attention. Right. So you talk to this burning bush. Yes, and God told me. Hold it. The bush talked? It wasn't really a burning bush. It was God. Well, how do you know? Because, well, the burning bush didn't burn up, and besides, he said he would. And you believe the talking bush. He said he was the God of our father and of Abraham and of Jacob. He's the God who promised to always be with us. Did you ask him his name? Yes. He said it was, I am who I am. Well, what did I am who I am want you to do? He wants me to go to the Pharaoh and demand that he let the Hebrew slaves go free. You? Who's gonna believe you? Well, I asked him the same question. You questioned God and lived? Right. That's a shame. He showed me 3 awesome ways to prove that I say is from God. Like what? If I throw this stick on the ground, it becomes a snake. A snake? Right. Then if I pick the snake up by the tail, you'd be a fool to pick the snake up by the tail. You'd get bitten. No, I wouldn't, because it becomes a stick again. Right. Then if I put my hands inside the cloak, it becomes leprous. You get leprosy? That's a horrible disease. Alright, calm down. When I put my hands back in the cloak, it becomes healthy again. Well, I guess that would be pretty impressive. And he said if the people still don't believe me, I am to go to the Nile to get water in a jug and then pour the water on the ground. It becomes blood. Blood? Yeah. Don't you see? It will prove to those Egyptians that our God is the only God, and that their God of the Nile is just a fake. I think it'd take more than a few miracles to get the Pharaoh to give all his slaves. But what happens next? I lead the people out of Egypt. You, a leader? Right. You've been hiding in the desert for 40 years. I know, I tried to tell God that I wasn't much of a leader, but he insisted. You argued with God and lived? Right. I just point out I wasn't much of a speaker. You got that right. You meet a stranger and you get nervous, you get so nervous, you forget your name. And I pointed out that I'm sort of a nobody, so who would listen to me? Right again. He got insecure written all over him. Not much of the leadership material, I say. Well, God came up with a plan for a way I could talk to the Pharaoh. So what's the plan? You're gonna speak for me. What? Me? Right.